Oh, there we go. This does look more promising. Let's go, guys. This is our Series 2 save for House Flipper. I know, life happens, so we may have to end the series early. I'm going to ignore all of that. Just check my map of jobs and make sure. So that looks good. So into our browser, we are doing the Leica painting. So let's go to the house. There's so much I want to do, but anyway. Remember, alpacas don't spit on humans, at least intentionally. It's those nasty llamas. Right, llama drama. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, please have remembered. Yes, alright, maybe. So this is our country house. We're doing it mostly in brown. We have a feature wall over here. We have our kitchen and our living room and all of this. Down here we have our hallway. Did it remember my laundry? Yes, and it remembered the little yellow bathrooms. We have yellow and blue. This is just meant to be our rainbow series. Bounce across the bed there. Our very orange bathroom. I know, what's that? Into here. This is going to be our master bedroom. And what's in here? That's right, our master bedroom ensuite, which is nice. And this. I think is meant to be a walk-in robe. That's going to be a tight squeeze, isn't it? Well, let's get this done and see how we go. We were sticking with our theme of brown throughout this house. I know there's no brown on a rainbow, but never mind. We're going to paint the walls in here. Walls, paint, brown, coffee with milk or delicate cacao. It's a tiny, tiny room. So we either want to use this one, have a small can of that. Yeah, I don't think so. Or we want to use I know, I'm just trying to see which one's going to suit the best. That's too matchy, isn't it? We may need the contrast. You know what, sometime this year we're going to get there. You know, I could get rebellious and put in cocoa. Let's just grab some light vanilla. That's a medium can. I don't like it that much. Cocoa in the small. Yeah, okay. I don't know, let's Alright. Oh, we have this one. Which actually is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. We have this lovely rich colour. Oh, I'm thinking. Alright, all of that. I know I'm standing on the paint can still. We have happy country music playing. Twang and banjo. Alright, well, I'm going to grab this paint can. And I'm going to sell these paint cans. And we have this nice timber bit. Okay, tab to close it. There you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to close this. I think we're probably just going to be able to put a couple of cupboards down the back there, and probably maybe along one wall, maybe. So let's go into here. We're going to go into furniture. We're going to go into wardrobes are in bedroom. We can put a couple of wardrobes in here, but I'm actually looking for the set. So we've got these corner robes. Ooh, wait, we have wooden wardrobes. Let's do this. Okay, let's grab this one. I like the timber as it is actually. This is oh yeah, coarse stucco. We've done a lot in coarse stucco. Yeah. But I don't think it's the right thing for this room. What do you reckon? Pull it out. No, because that's going to cover the window, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. No, we're not putting it. Okay, maybe I don't need a window in here then. Radio. Oh, I know, a windowless room. What am I thinking? So if I put this in like this, we might actually want to put it. Yeah, and pull it out of the wall on both sides. Okay. And then I think we're going to put one more in, just one teeny tiny bit. I know, I think we just found it when I put it. We're after this nice timber. So the one we used was this corner one. It's got a lot of hanging space. So I think what we need next is we need something with shelf space. Shelf and drawers. Can we have shelves and drawers? No, so hanging and drawers. Let's try that one. Yeah. Let's go code. Let's make it 75 instead of 50. And I think I can fit 75 in here. No, okay, let's go back and make it 50. Because I want that space next to it. Can I fit in that little, yes. Okay, so we've got this. But in this little space here, we want to put a mirror. So we go back to furniture, we're going to go, actually we're going to go all the way back to decorations. And then we're going to go to mirrors. And we're looking for a standing mirror. Or a really tall mirror that we can fit on the walls. We have the wooden mirror. That's a smart mirror. That would provide some light in here as well. We also have the mirror modules, which just like the plane. There's a nice narrow one. And this was the one I was originally thinking of, but I don't think that's going to suit after all. So I mean that would kind of fit in here, right? But I think what we might do this, and that will might be good. Oh no, I just saw it go green. So that'll fit right there nicely, and it'll be like a big strip of mirror. Actually, which I kind of like. Let's do that. So it's not a lit mirror, but it's just a tall bit of mirror that's as tall as the cupboards. Now the next thing we need in here is we probably need a nice little mat with a bit of contrast. So let's do decorations. We're going to go floor and find ourselves a rug. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, now that might work. Let's have a look. So, oh, extra small. Okay, it's probably definitely not going to fit in here, but I'm going to put that here. No, I'm not. Rightio. Well, that was a bust. Let's see what other rugs we've got. We want a narrow kind of rug. Ooh. I think it's going to be too long, but let's go small. Yeah, that's definitely not good. Okay. So I'm pretty sure all of these narrow carpets are going to be too long. Yeah, oh wow, okay, right. That'll look good in the hallway. We might think about that once we get there. Alright, so I want short, narrow carpets. See, now I'm really curious to play Remastered to see. To see what they offer. It's a George doormat. A mile long carpet. Let's do it in cream. It's too wide. Yeah, so this might be amongst one of the last houses we do. I may not get to finish my house with the original series. We may actually be moving straight into house with the remastered. I'm going to have to seriously think about that. Might go with beige. And it's a little mat, and it fits, but no, it's wrong for the room. wrong colours. I am really to be honest. Harem, I used to use a lot of harem carpet. Alright, it doesn't look like I'm going to find a rug that is small enough to fit in this room. I'm a little disappointed, but not too disappointed. Yeah, no. Okay, so it doesn't look like I will get one unless I want to go with a doormat, a front doormat. Egg carpet. We could do a foodie's house. Find all the food-related decorations. A Muri alpaca skin rug. I wonder if I can fit that inside. Ooh. Well, sold to the man in black. There we go. One alpaca skin rug. We probably need a light in here. Let's make it just a very plain light, I think. So we go to lights, we go to ceiling. Small rectangular lamp in the brown, 75 centimeters. Fill that space. Now we need a light switch. I love how they put the light switches in here. That works for me. Let's go dark, and then we'll go dark, and then down here we'll go light. Go there, turn the light on. Alright, it's a little tiny room. Did it come up as a... Yes, it came up as a closet. So we made a closet. And a bathroom. Which means to finish this house we just need alright. You're walking here. Okay, I am gonna grab that. We're gonna continue it down the hallway if I can find the right colours. So let's duck into here. We need to go back to decorations and floor. This is our Burmah rug that we use, but do I have a narrow one? It doesn't look like I have a narrow Burmah. Alright, so maybe we're going to have to go with... It's pretty, isn't it? Will it suit the hallway though? Yes, it will. We need a small. Alright. Okay. So now we have that in. That would enclose the space too much. We painted it cream for a reason. I think we actually need to paint it. Actually, no, what we need to do, we need to put in... How wide is this hallway? Not very. Did I put that there? I did. We're just going to put it here. There we go. So now that's done. Okay, and what are we doing? Narrow shelving. Let's see if we can find it. So into our furniture, and I'm looking at living room and shelves. Shelves? Yes, and I'd like some narrow shelves. They're the most narrow shelves I've ever found. Ooh, well, I might be changing my mind. That looks pretty good. It's got no back on it. I like the enclosedness of the raglan. Dark though, but it is narrow, which is nice. So the base is beige, which is that. So we want to go for some coarse dark oak. Alright, I think we're going to try some dark brown mesh, maybe. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Let's have a look and see how this... Alright, I actually like it. So, I know, now that we need. So we're going to actually go to here, and we're going to just pull it out. If I can put something with a mirror in the middle. because we don't want to fill the entire hallway up with just cupboard. So let's grab this now. And I'm going to move it over. So you've got this rug running in front, if we can. Okay, and then here, let's grab this. So we're going to move this one. And we're just going to move it here. And then here, I'd really like a narrow, low cupboard. Now I can put a mirror above it. So let's try that. Okay, so we'll close this. So we're going to low one of these. This might work. So we had the coarse dark oak and was it dark brown I used or brown? It was dark brown. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out. It's kind of centered. And then we're going to just move these. Yeah, we're going to move them so they're right on next to it. So it's like a continuous thing. Right, and then here we're going to have a mirror. So into decorations and into mirrors. I mean, I could go with the lean white mirror and we could go again with the brown. Yeah, no, that doesn't. It's the knobbly bits on the end that have got me. Kind of like the shape. The other thing we can do is go for a timber mirror when these are pretty. True stone. What's that? Where's that? The ornament. That's kind of pretty, isn't it? It's not the effect I was after though. A Tecma Slim, again with the coarse dark oak. That's more the effect I was after. Yep. And then we're going to have more decorations. We'll go with plants. I mean, that's very. Is that coming brown? I like that better. It's kind of a big thing though. And then if I get this and I pivot it. It's kind of disconcerting, but I don't mind it. We need some hooks underneath to put keys or something on. So let's I think, where did I find the hooks? Yeah, hook furniture, there we go. Alright, and we can put it won't accept it. I want it about there. No. I know, right? Okay, come on, Doug. Let me finish. Let me finish. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, so then I wanted the hooks, but I wanted them more centered. That's kind of not where I want it to be. What are you doing? Okay, let me just move this for a minute. Alright, this will work a lot better if these are not up there while I sort out my hooks. Okay, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to sort them into exact. I know that is going to bug me, but anyway, let's put our things back up. There we go. They will obscure slightly just how slightly off kilter our hooks are. So we've got a place to hang our keys and our boots in the corner there. Alright, and our hallway is nearly populated. Actually, it's probably completely populated. I should put something long in here, but we might leave that as plain. Or actually we might change it to the brown paint. I don't think so. I think maybe we need to just leave it. It would be that one if I changed it. Okay, no, I think we need to. Really, I do this. Kind of like a feature wall on this side. I've never tried decorating in brown before, so this is quite expensive. Okay, beautiful. Alright, you know that actually works, and I probably should have. I don't think the game is going to let me get away with not moving everything out. Oh, maybe. Yeah, here we go. Alright, that should give me enough. It actually warms the entire thing up, so it doesn't feel as cold anymore. Oh, that's our hallway done. So what I want to do is I want to mirror down here. I want to actually have that leaf pattern wallpaper that we had. So let's go walls and we'll go to panels. I think it was a wallpaper. Let's try that. That is weird. I'll do the wrong field for this place. There it is. Maximus wallpaper. Overwhelming to have it on. If for some reason the room seems to be asking for it. Let's just put it in and we'll see how it goes. It is overwhelming. Alright, we want one more set. Well, it's either overwhelming or embracing, depending on how you think about it. Oh, whoa, it's actually going over something that was done before, so normally what it does is it doesn't let you do that. Yeah, okay. So I'm actually papering more than one part. Oh, that's worrying. You know what though? Grab this paint. Let's see what this looks like. Not sure if I want that. I don't know what colour I just used. Okay, I just used the same colour. Alright. I know I've forgotten which one is which. I think it was Delicate Crew that we used. That's that one. We'll find out in a minute. Medium 10. delicate crew is what we want. That was my hot chocolate wall. Right, so what I'm thinking. Again, we'll have a feature wall. Alright, you know what? I don't know which 10 is which. It'd be really handy if the paint name would hover above the 10. If you like held it long enough. Then you could know for sure which paint you were using. I know. My bad entirely. Excuse me. I'm going to step in this and fall face over in case I'm not careful. We're going to go with a solid brown wall, and then what we're going to do is we're going to lighten it out with pictures. Too bad. That's done. Now I'm actually rethinking my mirroring. We'll leave it for the minute. I want to grab this bed. Are we not sleeping? Oh, sigh. Right, let's try that again. Okay, grab the bed. We're going to pivot it and we're going to put it here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab a matching dresser. So into the bedroom. What bed was it? Do we know? Try it again. I don't know which bed. It might have been that one. Let me just tab down. Yeah, okay, it was that one. So the one with the 3 pillows. So they're threadless. So when we look for matching furniture then, bedside cabinets, you could just look for threadless. Double bed nightstand. There we go. Uh-oh. Coarse dark oak and that actually almost looks like ash. No, well, not ash, African tea. Oh no, cool ash, there we go. And then maybe I can do some coarse dark oak in the middle. There we go, let's have a look and see how that looks. No, it's the wrong timber. So maybe it was coarse dark oak and we'll do the ash in the middle. Ooh, sweet maple looks good. Oh, what did we use in the other one? So I don't want anything too patterned. Brown, blue, cedar, soft. You know what, I'm going to stick with the dark maple. On the grounds that I can't, it might have been, it's not too bad. Dark maple, there we go. On the grounds that I can't remember what colours I used. I probably wanted a bit more contrast than that, I think. Almost definitely. We definitely need lighting here, so what lights have I been using? Pretty much all throughout except for the dressing room. Alright, well at least we know. So into here and we do lights, ceiling lamps, and it's one of the early ones. here we find our light switches. That here, very unobtrusive light switch. Right, now we can see what we're doing. Over this way, we want our bedside. You know what, I am going to move this right over. Because I want a bit more space between the bedside table and not all the way over, maybe to there. That looks a bit better. Because then we can put it in the corner here. Something suitably flat-like. Decorations. Plants. I want one standing like a tall kind of. So we have these. Dark brown. Ooh. Alright. Nice. And I guess on this side. Yeah, okay, we want our rugs in. Let's put our rugs in first, maybe. Decorations and floor. We decided against that one, didn't we? Yeah. Oh yeah. A lot nicer. Now we're going to put in. Alright, I'm thinking we need some wardrobes. What was it? Threadless? Yeah, so hang on, let's go back to furniture and bedroom and threadless. Alright, install, show all results. High dance. I like it. We can have like a little bedroom office with them. Okay, so at least I know that's there. We could also do this. This might be better. But what we're looking for, here we are. We're looking for the wardrobes. We have a number of, mind you, we do have a really big wardrobe anyway. So we could do our might do an office space at the other end. So if we've got a wardrobe already, we will have, this is a 150 centimetre. So we're going to make the base is going to be, of course, dark oak. I think it was burnt beech I was using. So there's my beech. Seems I can't find burnt beech. There's cool ash though. That was the one I was using for the doors. Maybe that was the one I used for the thing, like terms of bedside tables. And then we can go with the coarse dark oak in here. Yep. And then with the metal, we'll go with the dark brown. Alright, that's what we'll do. So it was, what was it? Cool ash. Yeah, that's what we're using. Alright, let me turn that. There. Alright, let's fix this while I remember what timbers I'm supposed to be using. So we'll sell these. That didn't just break, did it? No. Alright, back into here. Back to furniture, back to bedroom, back to threadless, back to search. Alright, back down to our bedside tables. Right, what did I say? Cool ash, and then coarse dark oak. And that's it, that's what we're doing. Yeah, there we go. Now it looks right. Okay. Alright, now that just leaves what I want over here. Over here we're going to have furniture, living room. Actually, we're just going to go threadless because threadless will bring up everything we want. High cupboards. Will it bring up a bookcase? Probably not with that. Rude. Alright, so it looks like we might have to go with the high cupboard that's 50 centimeters wide. Again, cool ash. Dark oak. That desk is huge. So it's like a bedroom office. It's a bit sparse. I think we probably need, yeah, we need a rubbish bin in this corner. I was going to put a plant in there actually, but I think we'll go with I'm just going to put in trash. I'm going to show all results. Oh, I did not think I would use the tier mark. I was actually thinking we were going to use a container, which is this one, but it only comes in white, I think. Yeah. I know this is something else Remastered is going to actually fix. Alright, let's have a look at the tier mark. Dark, large, light oak. Cool mahogany may have to come in instead of the cool ash. So cool mahogany, no. Light oak, no. Chocolate, no. Oh, cool ash is the first one. The metal, of course, has to be dark brown. Or pink in this case, right. And it's a little tiny bit. Actually, I can't find it. It's going to be that tiny. And then I'm going to grab one of these other plants in the brown and we're going to put it here. If I can fit it in. Oh, curtains. Now, what did I do in here? I think I did blinds and curtains. Yep, okay. Well, privacy is important. So, blinds and curtains. Over here, down to windows. Down to curtains and blinds. Now the blinds are usually all the way down the bottom. The ones that I'm after is the early one. Mountable window blind. We wanted burnt beech. Or did we want the chocolate larch? Probably the burnt beech. And then we wanted dark brown details. Yep, and we're going to pop that in there, and then we're going to assemble it. You'll notice that it automatically expands to fit your window. It just doesn't look like it's going to do that until after we put it in. Now the other blind we have, because we have a double layer because it's cold here, so we can put blinds in here. Just in under. No, I don't think we can. Try it. No, because I would put blinds on each of those if I could find. Well, we can't. So what I'm after is that. So where do I find that? I think it's a more recent one. So it'll be up the top somewhere. It'd be nice if I could search. There we are. That's the blind. Alright. Tab. And it was cream and dark brown radio. Because that will actually lighten the place out a little bit. So we want to go windows and curtains and blinds. And we're after this one. 200 centimeters maybe. Let's have a look. You know, I think I may have used it just as is. Dark pine and beige. Or dark oak. Beige. And then the secondary colour was dark Unless, of course, it's going to do what the other one did. I can't picture it. No, it's not going to let me do that. Alright, so it's going to have to be the 200. Of course, dark oak, beige. Yeah. It's not going to look right, is it? That looks silly. You're going to have to get rid of it. Okay, well we at least have lines in. I wonder if I can fit curtains in instead. I know, grr. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know how wide that window is. 300, I think. Oh, beautiful. That's what we're after. Okay, much better. It's still a bit bare wall. Well, that's easy to fix. I mean, I need something here. I'm actually thinking plants. So we're going to go and get, we can either put a wall, plant wall in, or plants. So we have living walls, right? Which are cute. And we could get them in the right width, or what I want is it's like this, a cup and a plant stand, but I was hoping to go a taller one like that one. I don't know if that's going to fit. So we'll go coarse dark oak. We could actually go full ash there, and then we go dark brown on these. I think that would be so much of a trip hazard if we read it. So alright, let's go with our living wall. Canary. It's a warm yellow. Elm, blackwood, cedar, pine. Probably going to have to go cedar. It's the closest match we can get. Let me just see if I guessed the width right. I did, just. I don't know if I like it though. She says and puts another one in. No, I don't like it. Alright, in that case, I'm going to go for plants large. I know we could put an olive tree in if we want. Turmeric. I mean, it gives colour. It's not tall though. It's not as tall as I want it to be. How big is a pot of lasagna? You're going to have the same colour problems. Okay, that's too small. We do have the juka. I mean, that's ever faithful. What I'm more after, I think that's the wrong size. Yes, tiny. Compared to what we want, it's tiny. So we have this large olive tree on a stand. do like that kind of. I want something low running underneath that window. It is driving me a little crackers that it's not there. Let's try with furniture, living room. Let's have a look at threadless again, but I don't think the threadless is going to give us what we want. So I'm going to show all the results. Oh, maybe threadless covered 200 centimeters, and it's low and narrow. Let's have a look at that. I'm going to go with our cool ash and coarse dark oak. It's okay, it's too tall, so I need something lower. Is it only a TV stand? But let's have a look at that. Again with the same colour scheme. No. Alright, so what I want then is the same shelves that we chose for the living floor, and actually I might replace everything in here with that, so there's nothing low. Oh, maybe not low enough. Let's okay. Down here then, there is something that came out of the HGTV setting. Oh, that's pretty cute. Anyway, well, maybe that. Let's have a look at that. Longer. If I can get a longer one at 300. 200 I can get. Maybe a 200 there. Just see how much space. Me. So I'm going to take this one out. Right, and we're going to replace it with something that matches that. That suits it a lot better. So this is with the rope. So let's just put the rope in here. Show all results. Yeah, so we could do this. It's more open than I want though. 50 by 200. Cool ash. And then flip it. Yeah, that's it. Because it's also taller. Alright, which just leaves us this very bare wall up here to deal with. So now we can deal with this. So we're going to go back into here and into decorations. We're going to go into pictures. We're going to go probably into paintings. I know we could give it an unexpectedly large cyberpunk kind of twist. Go back. Let's just see what we've got. Could be photos we wanted actually. These are posters. I know, we're getting there. I want something rural. These I think are a little small. And I really like the idea of that tractor on this one. That looks nice. Sunny Valley. Try and remember the name. I want something that's kind of really open, that opens the room out a bit. A lot. Opens the room out a lot. That's not really enough. It's industrial. And that's too watery. And that's low. We've done a lot with these earlier pictures. All right, so let's go back to the Escalade Sunny Valley. There it is. Show all results. Okay, so I wanted this one, and I want a large. We're looking at cool ash, but I'm actually thinking we may need to go cool dark oak. Let's try cool ash first. Okay, large is not large enough. Extra large. Oh yeah. Now it's too light, so we're going to go with cool dark oak and see what that looks like. I don't know what choose. Yeah, I might leave it like that. We've got. I'm not sure about this tree now. No, I think we will get rid of the old tree. Out of the bedroom. We'll grab another one of these maybe, or we'll grab a threadless. Let's have a look. All right, let's have a look at Dorok. Results. That's kind of cute. That looks really narrow too. It's narrow. No, it's not that narrow. Alright. What? 50 by 150. It's the width by the height, I see. 50 wide, 15, 50. That's by 250. 100 by 200. Alright, that's by that long. But I think that's actually going to have to be the coarse dark oak. Yeah, to give contrast. Yeah. Then you can just do little things. Add decorations to it, but I think I might leave the inside of the house like that. So we've got our final bedroom. We've got our final, well, we have a walk-in robe in this room. And here we have a walk-in bathroom. Then down here we have the kitchen laundry going into the backyard, which is where we want to go now. Can you look at this thing? It is a paddock. And I think to finish off this house, well, we're going to have to clad it for a start, because it is as ugly as sin the way it stands. And then out in this yard, we're going to put, because the original plan for this house was I wanted a lot of space for animals. I wanted to have a chicken house, and, you know, maybe some stables. We definitely need to do the cladding on here, don't we? What are we going to clad this thing as? Because it's an ugly brick right now. I think we need to probably make it some kind of brick or stone, and maybe have all of our lovely panels. So we could do the rotated panels, but if we go further down, I don't think we're going to make it stone. I think we're going to make it timber of some kind. Just see if I can find the stone. Yeah, so we've got these bricks. Actually, you know, that would look alright. Bright brick and dark brick. Let's make it bright brick. So we're into the outside part now. White as we can. I know it's been a while since I did an exterior. You know what? I don't like it. No, I don't like it. I know, right? I think we found that out before we went too much further. Okay, those are interior ones. I wish it was divided into exterior and interior panels. I wonder if they've done that in remastered. Right, let's look at these. Grab these up, see if we prefer those. That nearly works. Just put it around on this side and just see. I like it better than the brick. Oh, no, it's just the hands again. Alright, so the beige outside wide beige looks good. The other thing I was thinking of was the tundra light. Let's grab that. And we'll just have a look and see how that looks. No, I think I like the cleaner look of the beige. What else for alternatives? Chocolate grey, chocolate dark, chocolate pale. Could look at the pale. We have these as well, but I have a feeling we'll grab the main things and I'll grab the pale. Yeah, no. Okay, we're going to go with the beige panels. That made it easy. I just remember which ones they were. Yeah. Alrighty. Maybe I don't have to remember. Maybe I can just grab these and grab that colour. I like seeing it come alive. I I know the next step will be to go around and put everything down. This should give the exterior of the house like a whole different feel. Hopefully it's not too boring. Okay, that's everything. Put that down. And sell these. Alright, we are running out of time here, so there is... Yeah, that's easy, a lot better. There is our house so far. I know, from the outside, the window aesthetics are a little bit off, because there's not a lot of windows. But from the inside, the window aesthetics make perfect sense. What are you doing? Okay. So I think along the outside here, we're going to have some gardens and stuff along the front. And then we are definitely going to have like this big space out here is where I wanted to put all the animals. But the outside is definitely a project for another day. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode, leave veggie gardens as well. We might put our veggie patch maybe down the side, I'm not sure. But anyway, if you enjoyed the episode and you'd like to see more, please hit that like button. Let me know if you want me to continue this series all the way to the end. So I don't think I'm going to have it recorded by the time House Flipper Remastered drops. So if you would like to see me just move into House Flipper Remastered and start a series there and work that one through to the end instead, please let me know in the comments. But I might do a poll actually. But yeah, on that note, I am going to bid you adieu. I will finish this house and then we will see how much time there is before now and House Flipper Remastered. Until then, take care out there. Hit like if you liked it, hit subscribe if you want to see more, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you later.